Y'all, pray for my face. Hello, my most gorgeous friends. We're very much zoomed in because for today's video, I'm gonna do a full face of old, forgotten makeup. That's right. I literally was looking at my makeup collection and I was like, holy shit. I have a lot of makeup products that I bought and haven't used in a very long time, and I even have some makeup products that I bought and never used. So we're going to sit down today to play with those makeup products because I want to do my declutter series. It's coming up. It's May. It's about the 6-month mark from my last one. And you guys know I like to do this every 6 months. So before I declutter, I figured why not use some makeup that I haven't touched in a very long time. So with that said, grab a snack, grab a drink, and pray for my face. Okay, so my brow's already done because I don't have any old brow products. Those tend to get rotated out really nicely, but I literally have a massive makeup collection. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, this is not normal. Like, the amount of makeup that I have is not normal. Please do not strive to have this type of collection because it's just excessive. It really is just excessive. And the only reason why I have this much makeup is because I do this for a living. Like, this is my job. Even if it wasn't my job, I would still probably have a lot of makeup because I love makeup, but not to this extreme. I would not have this much makeup. And because I have so much makeup, it causes me to forget about some of the old ones I've had in my collection for quite some time. It's why I do my declutter series, because it helps me to get rid of the old, keep the new, but I still kind of fall behind because I also was a hoarder. You know, I was a hoarder at some point, and I still kind of am. You know, I'm gonna own it. I still kind of am. Where I would buy an entire collection and then do a review and then never touch it again. And sometimes I would just buy backups of products that I really loved and then would never, ever touch it. So I would just waste my money. So we're here today to kind of use those products so I can finally start to use what's been untouched for a very long time. Okay, so we're gonna start off with primer. Now, this is not necessarily old, but this is a combination that I forgot about and I haven't used it in a hot minute, but we're going to go into the Danessa Myricks. This is the water powder serum. Now, I still love this product, don't get me wrong, but ever since I discovered the One Size Extreme Oil Control Sucker, or like the e.l.f. Power Matte Grip Primer, those are the primers I tend to stick to the most. I kind of forgot about this one. It's still really good. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's old, but it's been a minute since I've used this particular combination. So we're gonna go into an old school combination for me where I would sit here and put this on my face. I used 3 different primers to get my makeup to last. And now that I found just the one primer, that's pretty much like what I stick to because of the fact that like, I don't want to get oily. Now, granted, I do switch out my primers from, here and there because I'm constantly testing a new primer, but this was a holy grail for me. I want to say back in like 2022, 2023, this was a holy grail routine that I haven't done in a hot minute. I need to get those clips that I see everybody wear on like TikTok and on YouTube. It's like those really fancy like makeup clips. I need to get those because these don't really do too much, but we're just gonna use them for today. Okay, so up next, this was a holy grail for me for so long, and it's the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops. Do you guys remember how much I raved about these damn like blur drops? I love them so much. She's a little crusty because, like I said, it's been a minute since I've used this. But you guys know how much I used to love these dew drops. They were so good. Now, they never did anything for my pores, but my gosh, were they amazing at trying to control the oil. This little routine was so good. So good. Doesn't smell like strawberries anymore. Oh no. That might not be a good thing. Okay. While that's drying down, we're going to go into the Too Faced Lip Injection Maximum Plump. Haven't used this in a very long time. I hate components like this because I'm a little bitch and I can't handle the pain. And my best friend's obsessed with this. She thinks it's so good. How she deals with the pain is beyond me. I can only wear this for a few minutes before I'm like, take it off, I can't handle it. But we're just going to get my lips nice and plump because, again, I haven't used this in forever. Why I still have it, I don't know. I like torture, apparently. And then for the last step, this is, again, not all. We're going to go into the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Primer. Do you guys remember I used to have a very intensive, like, primer routine? But it worked. That's the thing. It worked really nicely. So we're just going to go in with this before we move on to foundation. Now, this foundation y'all, it's been sitting in my collection for like 2 or 3 years now. And I've never, ever, ever, ever once opened it. And I just saw it and I was like, why have I never used this? So we're going to use it today for the first time. It's old, okay? It's been sitting here for a couple years now. And it's the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. I picked this up years ago and it's just been sitting in my collection. I've never used it. You guys have seen me show this in like a beauty room tour or doing like a declutter my collection. This has just been sitting in here. Never once been opened at all. So this is the shade CEBU 610. I don't even know this is going to be the right shade for me, but we're going to go in with this. I've never used this. The box is dusty. The box is dusty. I don't even know if they make this foundation anymore. I would assume, but we're going to go for this, okay? Like I said, this is where my problem occurred. The years ago, I would try to buy makeup and stock up on makeup so that I can do, videos for you guys. And then I realized how unrealistic it became because I stopped using the products. I would go through so much that I would stop using them, and then it just would sit there and just collect dust. And I hated that. I really, really hated that. I wanted to actually use, oh, whoa, that's thick. Okay, it doesn't have a smell. I wanted to start using the makeup that I have in my collection because I think it's so wasteful that I'm buying all this makeup and then I'm never ever using it. Like, it just becomes so wasteful. And I don't want to overconsume. And I was definitely part of the overconsumption problem. Now, I definitely feel like I still am because I still, am buying new makeup for my channel. But I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful and buy things that I genuinely want instead of buying it just because I feel like I should review it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm genuinely buying stuff that I want. Like, I'm trying not to buy foundation that I know won't work for my skin. Even though, that I know won't work for my skin. I'm trying to, change that just a bit. But there's some that I'm still, gravitating to. But I'm just trying to be, at the end of the day, more mindful. And oh my God, this shade, it's yellow. Oh my God, it's yellow on me. Oh, whoa. And there's still so much left. Holy crap. This foundation is full coverage. What the heck? Whoa. That is such a full coverage foundation. Like, I still have so much on my hand. It's definitely not the right shade. We see that right there. Ooh, we're gonna have to bring that down because this is not a good shade match at all. So we're gonna have to tone this down just a bit, but whoa, that is such a full coverage foundation. You guys told me way back in the day I would have absolutely loved this. Why I never tried it, I don't know. Like, I genuinely just don't know why I've never tried this foundation. I'm kind of like mad at myself because I could have probably really loved this as someone who's super oily. This could have been such a great foundation for me, and for some reason your girl's just been sitting on it. I don't even know why. Like, what I don't even know how old this is, truly. For concealer, I don't really have a concealer that I haven't really used recently because I don't own a lot of concealer, because at the end of the day, concealer and brow products are my least favorite products to work with. So I tend to just have very little of them. So I do have the Makeup by Mario one right here. I haven't used this in like 2 months, but like, it's still relevant to me because it's still like kind of like relevant to the video because, again, it's been a minute since I used it. I actually do have a backup of this particular concealer as well because I was so in love with it. I thought it was so good. But then I discovered the ABH Magic Touch Concealer, and then I bought that, and I've been using that one ever since, and I love it so much. But again, the hoarder in me has a backup of that one too. But the only reason I have a backup is because the one that's in my physical collection is empty. I just haven't made the switch over yet. That's the only reason why I even have backup, because my other one's empty. Other than that, I would not have a reason to have a backup. But I used to really love the Makeup by Mario concealer, and it's still really good. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still a really good concealer, but I just prefer the ABH one just a little bit more. Okay, so that's kind of brightening on this. It's really nice. It's blending out super nicely. Okay, so moving on to under eye setting powder. Do you guys remember when I used to be so obsessed with the Jaclyn Cosmetics like brightening palette? Like, I hit pan on both those shades. I do have a backup of this, and it's been sitting in my collection now for a very long time. I couldn't tell you how long it's been sitting there, but it's been sitting there for a hot minute. But we're going to use this one today since this one's still kind of the empty one. I don't want to open the new one. I was absolutely obsessed with Jaclyn Cosmetics back in the day. And the thing is, though, I bought every single piece from her collection. every single piece from her collection because I wanted so badly to be added to the PR list because I saw how like, you know, lavish and elegant those PR boxes were. And I was like, oh my God, I really, really want one. Like, how cool is that to get one from like Jaclyn Hill? And I never got it. And I remember there was a day that Manny Mue said to me, you do realize that you'll never get on Jaclyn Cosmetics PR list. And I was like, why? Like, I'm buying every single piece from this collection. They just won't add me for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm too small. And he said, it's because you're buying every single piece from the collection. Why would the brand want to send you the products for free when you're literally spending $600 per makeup launch? And I was like, dang. He called me out, and rightfully so, because I was buying every single piece from her launch. And you know the shittiest part about the whole situation is that I never made that money back. Like normally, here's like an insight to YouTuber. If you buy a makeup collection, you're hoping to break even on that video or make a profit from that video, right? Like that's kind of like how it works business wise. I never, ever, ever broke even. Like I say I did, hey, Jaclyn Cosmetics, I spent $600 on this collection. I would probably make 30, 40, 50 bucks off that video. I was always so negative supporting her brand, but I really loved her brand. I absolutely loved her brand. It's just that her brand did not love me. Like, did not love me. They did never want to send me PR. But I did get PR for Jaclyn Roxanne and for Be Cozy, so there is that. But it would have been so nice to not have to spend $600 per Jaclyn Cosmetics launch. That would have been so amazing to save all that money because I literally bought every single item because I just did not want to miss out. And that was my problem right there, is I did not want to miss out. So there's that. Now, speaking of Jaclyn Cosmetics, like I said, am going to be doing a declutter soon. Because I have a feeling that come the fall season, Corey and I are going to end up having to move because the rent is already high enough as it is. But they last year did not like that we pretty much asked them to not raise the rent because our unit is not remodeled. And so right after I said that, like 2 weeks later, they came into our unit and goes, oh, this needs to be remodeled. This needs to be remodeled. This. Like they're saying all the stuff that needs to be remodeled. And if that's the case, they won't let us renew. So me and Corey are pretty much assuming that we're not going to be renewing here. And if that's the case, we're going to have to move. So I do want to like start to bring down my collection so that it's less work that we have to do when the time comes. So it's also why I'm kind of using these products because like everything sitting on my desk right here is all Jaclyn Cosmetics, Manny Mue, Laura Lee, and Tati, and I want to redo my entire beauty room in the sense of like just reorganizing everything. I have all my makeup in the drawers behind me, but I kind of want to take everything from behind and bring it to the front with my desk drawers right here so I could just like lean down and grab stuff this way instead of keep turning around, and maybe make this more of like palettes or something else. Like I just want to redo this room. It's been the same since I moved in 2020, and I just want to figure things out because I'm running out of space in my collection. Granted, I'm going to be doing declutter, but I still run out of space. I don't have enough space because one of the drawers is dedicated just to glam light and one's dedicated to just makeup bags, and I want to like move those drawers out and give them better space. So this is another reason why I want to go through these products because like I said, I have a whole drawer to Jaclyn Cosmetics, and legit, it hasn't been touched in a very long time. Perfect example, we have the Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is a creamy bronzer. I couldn't tell you the last time I even opened this. Like, couldn't even tell you. I just hope there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think there is, but this is how it looks. It doesn't have a smell. Was this supposed to have a smell? I actually don't recall. I have two more. I literally have two more, and all this has freaking dust on it. Like, literally has dust on it because it's been so long. Why I have two more freaking shades, I don't know. Like, I don't even think this one's been touched. This one's never even been, this is what I'm talking about. This is my overconsumption, my hoarder ass, calling myself out for having to buy, what, every single freaking bronzer piece? For what purpose did I need to do that for? Like, I don't need this is too dark for me. Why did I do that? I'll never understand the choices that I made back in the day. I'm judging myself, so feel free to judge with me because I'm absolutely judging myself. But we're going to use some of these products. I hope they're still good. It's been a hot minute since I have. And we're going to see if they're still any good. Ooh, that color is not a good shade match. Does it blend out easily though? Sort of, but like Not really. Okay. Now it looks like it's just disappearing. So yeah, I am wanting to do a declutter. And when I do, I want to kind of go through my entire Jaclyn Cosmetics collection and kind of like let things go. You know, for me, it's going to suck only for the mere fact that I spent so much money on this brand just to eventually end up getting rid of it. But you know what? I guess that's the name of the game. That's the choice that I made. I was so supportive and still love her like products. Like her lip liners are still my favorite. I still use the bourbon lip liner. I don't care how old it is. It's absolutely fantastic. And so many of you guys told me you guys can still find Jaclyn Cosmetics at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I've looked. Mine don't have any, so I don't know if mine just ran out, but I also live in a very touristy area. So my TJ Maxx and Marshalls tend to just suck as a whole because there's never anything really there. But I will keep an eye out for more bourbon lip liners just to see if I can find any. But since her brand no longer exists, I might as well start decluttering these items because I'm never going to get a restock on them. Like I'm never going to buy more because this brand doesn't exist anymore. Okay, well that, you know, it does melt in. Like it does melt in nicely. It did. Okay. Now we're going to move on to liquid blush. I bought this. This is Jaclyn's cream to powder blush stick. And I don't know what my review was. Maybe I did open these. I don't know. Oh, I did. Okay, yeah, I did. But I probably used it once and that was it. Like I haven't used it since. Like, what? Tell me that's not a waste of money. Okay, let's try this out. I'm using the shade called Overruled. And we're going to take this right here. Seems like it's a little patchy. It's okay. It's okay. That's all right. It's okay. It's not bad. But it's not the most wowing blush either. Like I said, I have this one and I have a few other shades in my collection that, again, I haven't touched in years. And like I said, this whole drawer is like dusty. Like, products in here, they need to go. They need to go. Okay, so for setting powder, this is not like old at all. This is still one of my absolute favorites, but I haven't featured her on my channel in a hot minute. I think it's because I'm so used to just using my one size translucent setting powder that it's become my favorite. So is the L'Oreal Blurfection setting powder. That is phenomenal. But I used to be truly obsessed with the Nakia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder, that Velvet Setting Powder. This is still one of my absolute favorites. I still love the setting powder. I have this one and I have another backup because I generally do use these. I will say when it comes to some sort of backups, I will always have a backup of like the one size On Till Dawn setting spray, the one size oil control sucker primer, and I'll also have a backup on setting powder because out of all three, and I'll also have a backup on setting powder because at the end of the day, I will go through these. I use setting powder every single time I do my makeup, and I just want to make sure I have something that is going to last. And I know for a fact that the Nakia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder is going to last on my skin. It's going to help to control that oil. It's going to help to minimize the appearance of my pores, and it's going to just lock in that makeup. This was my favorite for years, and it's still in my top 3 setting powders. This, the Kimchi Chic matte setting powder, and the one size are my absolute holy grail for oily skin. So if you guys ever wanted to try, so if you guys have oily skin and if you guys have oily skin, I highly recommend trying the Nakia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder. I don't even know if I still have a code with them. It's been so long. But it is code Allie to save you guys 15% off this brand. I don't even know if this brand's still around because it's been so long since I've heard from them and seen them promote anything. I don't know. But if they still are around, this setting powder is absolutely everything. It's everything. It's so good. Okay, before we go in with powder bronzer, I'm going to set the face. I have not used this in so long. It's the Rick and Morty Glam Light Setting Spray. I have not used this in so long. Still smells good. It smells like fresh, but still smells good. Okay, so for eyes, I want to do something that I haven't used in so long. I spent so much money on this collection and I haven't used it in years that I'm not kidding when I say it's dusty. It has not been touched. I have not showcased it. I want to say until like 2021, 2022. I think is the last time I even used these, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. And they've just been sitting in my collection ever since. And that's the Nakia Joy Cosmetics. These are going to be the loose pigments. I have every single shade that they ever came out with, and I used to be obsessed with these. But at the end of the day, I don't gravitate towards these anymore because I have other brands that created just as much, that I have other brands that I love just as much, or that have these same pigments, but in like a metallic form, in a, not a liquid form, but like in a cream form, which is so much easier to use, because these are the type of products that are loose pigments. So they're going to be loose right here, and you can wear them by itself, you can wear them on top of powder, on top of eyeshadow. You guys can do them wet, dry. It's completely up to you and what your personal taste is. And I used to love these so much. I think, like I said, the website's still around. These are still going to be available. They're fantastic. They're so easy to use. I absolutely loved mine. It's just I haven't used them in so many years that I'm just kind of like, why do I still have them? I haven't touched them. Like, I generally haven't touched them. So I think I might actually end up decluttering these at some point, but we're going to go with one of them today. I'm going to use the shade called Veil. This is a duochrome. So it's going to be like a beautiful, like rosy gold shade. And I'm just going to lightly put this on the eye. I could get this wet to have it more of a metallic shift, but I really don't want to. I just want to do something very, very light and effortless, something that you can just do on the go. This is why I used to love this product so much, because you literally can just tap it on with a brush or a finger and you have a really beautiful eye look in seconds. In absolute seconds, you'd have a beautiful eye look. And I'm so sorry if you guys are hearing my phone in the background. My phone is charging, but I have the volume on just in case like my husband needs me. He's at work, and well, for some reason my phone was just wanting to make all this noise right now, and I'm so sorry. So pretty. And if you guys want to see how these truly look in like a wet form, I have a whole like 2 or 3 videos on my channel demonstrating what these eyeshadows look by themselves, what they look like on top of the eye, what they look like dry, what they look like wet, and how to actually use these. I still think they're beautiful. Like, look how nice that is. It's such a light pigment. This is a duochrome, but because I'm applying it dry, you're not going to be able to see the full shift. I can see it. It goes between like a green purple. It's so pretty. But I just wanted to just use this today because I thought it'd be really pretty with like the shirt that I'm wearing. Just have a very soft, effortless eye look. I'm gonna wet my arm right here. Okay, so that's wet. I'm gonna take the shadow and I'm gonna put that on there so that way you guys can see like what it looks like when it's wet. Do you guys see that shine? It's so pretty, right? So pretty. Like, it has a beautiful shift. Now that I laid that down, I could take a little bit of, I could take my brush, and I can take some setting spray. Okay, get that wet, dip it into the shadow, and then I could take some and I can just place that right here to get it to pop just a little bit more if I want to. See how it looks a little bit more metallic? So for mascara, I have not used this combination in so long. It has been a very long time, and honestly, some of these are probably expired. If I'm going to be real with you, they probably are, and I probably should get rid of them. But I used to use this particular combination to do my mascara way back in the day. So I'm going to curl my lashes and really hope that I don't mess up my eye, because like I said, some of these are actually pretty old. And then we'll move on to powder, bronzer, and blush. All right, so I only started off with the Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Waterproof Mascara. Oof. Oof. Okay, this one has a little bit of a strong scent to it. It doesn't smell like fish, thankfully, but it does have a bit of a stronger scent. And I would take this and apply down the waterproof base first, because I have very long lashes, but because I have long lashes, they do tend to go down instead of up. So usually I will apply a waterproof mascara first, so it's going to hold the shape. And then I'd follow it up with the Ofra. This is the HD volumizing mascara. Okay. Again, doesn't smell the best. I would apply this right after. This is also dry. Like, there's no tomorrow. Oh my God, can you guys tell how dry this is? Wow. Okay, that is so dry. And then I'd follow it up with the ColourPop Level Up Mascara. Ugh. Okay. Allie, you need to get rid of some of this shit. You need to get rid of some of this shit, Allie. Oh my God, this is also so dry. Whoa, and that's how I used to do my mascara. Like, so dry. Okay, so for powder bronzer, y'all, I used to be obsessed with this bronzer back in the day. Obsessed. I eventually hit pan and I did have to declutter it, but I always knew that I had a backup. But I haven't touched this backup, and I always knew I had a backup, but I never used it. It's just been sitting in my collection for a long time. And that is the Marc Jacobs Mega Bronzer. This is going to be the Coconut Perfect Tan. As you guys can see, I did buy this from TJ Maxx. This is in the shade 104 Tantastic. It's dusty. So I've never even opened this. I realized like how much the original would last me for a very long time. And then I found the Sephora bronzer and I never went back for this. So we're going to use this today. I know this is definitely pretty old. I couldn't tell you how old this is. It's been out for a long time. This brand doesn't even make makeup like this anymore. So I don't even know how old this is, but we're going to use it today and hope for the best. I would assume that it's okay. Like I said, I used to be in love with this bronzer for so long. It was my absolute favorite. But then I just found other ones. Would I go back to this one? I honestly don't know. I don't think I would. I really don't think that I would go back to this one because, well, they don't even make this anymore. So I'd hate for me to fall in love with it just to use it all again and then never be able to get a replay. I'd hate for me to use this again and then fall truly in love with it and be like, you know what I mean? But it still smells okay, but it laid down nicely. Don't see any issues. Okay. Now for blush, I used to be obsessed with the Rouge Romance blush. I was obsessed with this for so long, and then I just kind of stopped using it. I remember I mixed and match my blushes. I think I use French Kiss the most, so we're going to use this today. It's been so long since I've used this blush. I think I went like boom, like right? I don't remember. I used to have this particular combo, but again, I haven't touched this in years. Okay, it's still laying down nicely. Doesn't have a smell, thank gosh. But the blush is still working so nicely. For highlight, I'm going to be, okay, so for highlight, I'm going to use the Jaclyn Cosmetics Putty Highlighter. This is in the shade called Glazed Out. Again, it's been so long since I've used this, even like opened it. It's been so long. This is how it looks. I forgot what this was like. I truly forgot this formula. Where's my brush? Truly forgot what this is like. Okay, let's test this out. I remember being so obsessed with this when this came out, like in 2022. I think that's when it came out. I remember being like the summer. It's laying down, but it feels a little dry. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty color. Like it definitely is like an icy highlighter, but it's not like an icy highlighter, but it just, I don't know. I thought I'd be more wowed by this. I'm generally not as wowed. I feel like it kind of reminds me of the ColourPop Flex Tyrian highlight, and I love that highlight. But for me, it's not as wowing as I once thought it was. I have a lot of lip liners in here that I still kind of use, so we're just going to go into like the Too Faced lip injection because I have not used this in a hot minute. And we're going to line my lips with this. Honestly, that doesn't even look like it has much pigmentation to it, but we're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. So for lipstick, y'all, this is the oldest lip product that I have in my collection, and I did not actually buy the entire collection at the time, and I'm glad that I didn't, but I still spent a pretty penny on this collection, and this collection is also the reason why a lot of you guys are here, because you guys found me because of this, and that is the Jaclyn Cosmetics lipsticks. That's right. Her lipsticks that got her canceled, and for good reason, and I still have mine. They have been sitting in my closet again for a long time. I have not opened these in forever. They are dusty, like there's no tomorrow, but we're gonna brave it, and we're gonna put this on my lip. So wish me the best of luck, because it's been a very, very long time. I'm gonna go in the shade called Perfectionist. I don't remember what shade I like, truth be told. Okay, mine smell okay. And we're gonna brave it. We're gonna brave it. We're gonna do it. We can do this. We can do this. Okay. Oh, guys, it's. Oh my God. Ooh, it's so dry. Oh, it's so dry. And it's gritty. It's dry. Oh, and it's gritty. It's super dry. That is a pretty color though, but mine definitely is gritty for sure. But also, you gotta remember, these came out, I think, like in 2019, so they are very, very, very old. So I don't really expect them to have like such, you know, and I don't expect them to not be dry. So, yeah, we did that. It still smells fine. Like, it doesn't have a smell to it whatsoever. So, I mean, I'm sure my lips are fine. But I do want to put down one more product on top of that, and that's actually a Makeup by Mario lip product. I bought these way back in the day because I felt the need that I had to buy every single like juicy lip balm plumper from him, and I bought these and then I don't ever use them. Like, truly, I just don't ever use these. They just sit here and collect dust, essentially, is what they do. And I feel like that's such a waste of my money. Like I can't believe I never actually use these in so long. So we're gonna put this on top of the lip product to give me like a little bit of shine. Like I said, it's been so long. Okay, these don't have a smell. Oh wow, that's pretty. I think the reason why I didn't really care for these as much over time is that they don't really have a longevity to them. They do tend to come off pretty quickly, and I just find that I'm not like the biggest fan of that. So I'm gonna spray my face one more time, but this time we're gonna go into the NYX, the face glue. I got this, and then I just don't ever freaking use this. Okay, so while the setting spray is drying down, we're going to finish off the face with my Nakia Joy Cosmetics. This is the Velvet Finishing Powder. I love this powder. I still use it a lot. Ever since I still use this a lot. Now, I do use my Givenchy more than this one, but this is still a fantastic finishing powder just to kind of lock in all that makeup one more time. Put this in the areas that you have the most trouble with. This will be almost all over my face, but it's still a beautiful finishing powder. I absolutely love this and still use this a lot, but it is a pretty old one because it's my first original one that I have. So I wanted to feature it today. But with that said, this is how the makeup is looking. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys out and we're going to wrap up this video. Alrighty, so here is the final look right here. I'm not going to lie, I don't know how well it comes off on camera, but in person, I feel like I have raccoon eyes because this is so bright. So bright underneath. This is so bright, and everything else is a little bit more on the darker side. The foundation definitely does oxidize down. I feel like it definitely is not my perfect foundation match. I will say I was surprised at how full coverage it is. I don't know why I sat on this foundation for so long. I kind of wish that I didn't, because I feel like this would be a perfect foundation for me because I do have such oily skin. So many of you guys told me to get this years and years ago, and for some reason it's just been sitting in my collection, never being used, never being touched, and I don't know why. Am I going to keep using this? Probably not, just because it is pretty old. It's not my perfect shade match. But if the brand still offers this foundation, maybe I'll go look for one that's like more perfect for me and maybe a newer one. But at the end of the day, I wanted to sit down and play with makeup products that I have not used in years or haven't used at all, but it's been sitting in my collection for a long time. I definitely don't recommend doing this because a lot of these products are expired. Some are definitely not, but quite a few of them are. I think quite a few of them are, but you know what? That is what happens when you have such a massive collection like myself. You tend to have a lot of expired makeup, and it's why I do my declutter series to help get rid of these. Now, I am mostly talking to myself when I say this. I need to learn how to part with Jaclyn Cosmetics. That one's a little bit more like a for me because it's, you know, something I spent so much money on and really, really wanted, really coveted, but I haven't used these products in years. So I think it's time that I finally let them go. But that is it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Did you like the style video of me using my oldest, most forgotten makeup out? Do you want me to do more of these videos? Because I still have more makeup in my collection that I completely forgot about. We have all of the Lunar Beauty products that I haven't touched in years. We have Laura Lee's brand I haven't used in years. We have some blushes and some highlighters and a lot of lip products that I have not used in so long. So you guys let me know if you want me to do this video again, because I absolutely will. I could even do it. I could even pull out stuff as I'm doing my declutter to do another video of the products I decluttered before they fully go in the trash. But it's fun. This is allowing me to kind of use products I forgot about. So hopefully inspires you guys to use some products that you guys forgot about. Just make sure they're not expired. But that, my most beautiful friends, is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, Are For Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see over here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers, and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.